Right, let's do an event recap then. Might as well. If you're wondering why I'm upset and you're new to the channel, I have never seen this before in prediction channel history. I pretty much got every single fight on the card wrong. Every meaningful fight, I got it completely wrong. And it was crazy. Alright, it was crazy, but we're going to go through the entire event, giving our recap. Starting with the early prelims, I watched the entire card, so... Obviously, Austin Hubbard kind of dominated Carl Prepelec. I got that one right. It doesn't mean a thing, and it means jack shit. But I got Austin Hubbard correct. I'm taking it. Then Lewis Smolka pieced the shit out of Ryan McDonald. We found out McDonald has a bit more of a padded record. Lewis Smolka a bit more seasoned. His losses are to better opponents. He's more experienced. Showed that in this fight. Pieced up fucking Ryan McDonald. Good job by Lewis Smolka. Good job. I got that one wrong. Chaz Skelly beats Jordan Griffin. Got this one right. Chaz Skelly coming off a controversial loss to Bobby Moffett. He was in a Darce choke, but he never tapped. And he didn't look like he was going to tap, but the ref thought he did for some reason. So, yeah, Chaz Skelly just, again, a clear-cut decision over Jordan Griffin and a very good job. His stand-up is worrying, but his pressure game and his wrestling is good. So I'll give him that. But his stand-up at times in that fight was just a little bit worrying for me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to bet on him again against a guy with good takedown defense, I reckon I'll go against him. You know what I'm saying? Brad Katona versus Hunter Azure. I picked Katona. I picked Skelly, by the way. I picked Katona, and Hunter Azure got the job done. Brad Katona's a little bit of a two-fight skid in his career now. That's a rough one to swallow. That is a tough, tough pill to swallow. I think he should fight Brandon Davis next. I think that'll be a good fight. They're both coming off losses. They're both recognizable names, even though they're coming off losses. So, Brad Katona versus Brandon Davis is what I want to see next at UFC 245. There you go. Hunter Azure, good job. Another Contender Series guy getting a big win. Cole Smith versus Miles Johns. Miles Johns gets the win. I don't really know how I feel about the decision. It could have gone either way. It was a close fight as far as I'm thinking. Yeah, Miles Johns did a good job though. He won. I picked Miles Johns to win. He won. Thank God. Gets the job done. Augusto Sakai. This is what we've been waiting for, man. This is what we've been waiting for. First of all, I picked Tybura. Until I saw him on the scales, my mind completely changed. He gained about 10-15 pounds in between fights. Marcin Tybura used to have abs. He used to have abs. What happened to him? How did he go from that to that so quickly? Marcin Tybura used to have abs. Like, he used to have some kind of outline of abdominal muscles. And now he's coming with this massive beer gut. Like, what has happened to him? Is he just given up on his career? That's what it looks like. There's no advantage for him there. If he's fought his entire life at this weight, at heavyweight, and he's done good by it, why would he come in 10-15 pounds overweight? Something must be going on in his life, because when I predicted him, I thought I was going to see the Marcin Tybura that we've always seen. An in-shape guy, you know, that can push the pace. Very light on his feet for a heavyweight, but this time he was just heavy plodding, trying to land big shots. Augusto Sakai, big boy himself, with a nice bit of man boobs on him, but good job from Augusto Sakai though. Very good job. This is what we've been looking for. You know what I'm saying? He had a bit of a stinker against Andrei Arlovski, a bit of a boring fight, but then again, Andrei Arlovski can do that to you if he wants to. He can make the fight boring if he wants to, you know. Andrei Arlovski is just a bit of a weird enigma, to be honest with you. I don't know why some guys can't figure him out a little bit better. But you know what? He's a good fighter. And he's just KO'd Marcin Tybura. So now, I say if Greg Hardy wins his next fight, maybe you do him versus Sakai. But then again, I don't know if you want to do that. Because maybe you do Greg Hardy versus Todd Duffee. Which we'll get to in a second. If Greg Hardy wins his next fight. Which I think he will. So, yeah. Moving on to the main card. What you're all waiting for. Got everything wrong. Got every single fight fucking wrong. Thought Jim Crute was going to TKO Cirkunov on the ground. Almost happened, to be fair. Almost happened until Cirkunov pulled off probably a fucking, at least a submission of the month. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'll go as far as say year, but it was a great fucking submission. Got the job done. It was just, I don't know, man. I just felt like Jim Crute had that one. I feel like he made a few errors. I think that was the first time Jim Crute's ever been put in that. You know what I'm saying? I think he's never seen that submission before. And that was the first time he's been in there. Because what he did, he rolled over onto his back. And it just like, It wasn't the right thing to do. He should have stayed where he was and kept his base and hopefully tried to ride it out, but he ended up in a worse position. There was things he could do technically to escape that position. I imagine Jimmy Crute has never been in that position before in his life, and that was just a case of a trusty little veteran with a few tricks taking on a young guy who's only 23 years old, by the way, in Jim Crute. And the light heavyweight division takes one big L because we needed young contenders. And once again, the UFC has failed to deliver him. Feels bad. Feels very bad. But again, another one I got wrong. Uriah Hall versus Antonio Carlos Jr. I thought Carlos Jr. won the fight. This whole card has dictated to me that I'm going to have to change the way I predict fights in general. Like, I'm going to have to change the way I predict fights because I used to value wrestling and jiu-jitsu. Like, if someone has your back for 2 minutes like Carlos Jr. did, or 3 minutes like Carlos Jr. did, I kind of give points for that, right? I give points for that. Why do the judges not anymore? I don't understand. We saw this at UFC 242. The judges have started to really downgrade their value of jiu-jitsu and wrestling when I thought they should even be upping it. They should give it more respect, control and dominance. But they seem to downgrade it just for like, oh, well, he held him down for 4 minutes and had him in a few submission positions, but hey, the other guy landed a jab, so the round's going to him. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Carlos Jr. was doing a little bit of ground and pound. He had good position. I don't see how Hall won the fight. Again, I predicted Carlos Jr. to win 2 rounds to 1. It looked like I was going to be right, but judges gave it to Uriah Hall, so I guess I want to see Uriah Hall maybe versus... What do you do with Uriah Hall? Because he's a bit of a name, but I don't know who you can give him to. Maybe the winner of Till versus Gastelum. Gastelum would be a rematch of a split decision. They have history together. They were on the Ultimate Fighter finale together and Uriah Hall won it by split decision. No, Gastelum won it by split decision. I'm sorry. So that'll be good history. If Darren Till comes up, I'd like to see him. If he pulls off the win over Kelvin Gastelum, I'd like to see him versus Uriah Hall. So yeah, good fights. Good fights to happen at middleweight. I'm glad Uriah Hall won, but I'm also upset at the way that the fights are being judged nowadays. I'm going to clear my nose. I'm also upset at the way fights are being judged nowadays, you know. And then obviously Mikel Pereira versus Tristan Connolly. I picked Pereira to destroy him in round 1. In my prediction video I said, what happens if he doesn't land the big shot in round 1? We found out! He gasses, and he gasses hard, okay? And he has no energy by the second round. No energy whatsoever. He doesn't keep that same energy. He needs to go train with Usman, see if he can learn how, maybe go a bit 30% in the first round, and then unload the last 70% in the final 2 rounds, but Jesus Christ, he just doesn't have any cardio, and he got out-grappled by a lightweight on short notice. That's 10-6 before that fight. Now he's 11-6. That is good luck promoting Mikel Pereira now. As much as I think he's a great fighter and he's going to be back, probably, it's tough to get behind him now. The hype has really... Like, if he just lost against a decent opponent and he got set back or caught in a submission or he got caught on the chin, it would be like, okay, he's going to come back and he's going to do this. But this fight was like you can't be losing them, man. That just killed hype dead. I wanted to see fucking... I was already picking out Mikel Pereira's next fight. I was saying I want to see him versus Mike Perry. I want to see him versus fucking Nico Price if he beat... Oh, I want to see him versus Diego Sanchez. I was calling out all these names for Mikel Pereira to fight next already. And he just lost. He lost. So, you know, good job, Tristan Connolly. You exposed a man that's 22-10, and now we know why his record is like that. Because if he doesn't get that flashy KO in the first round from that backflip attack that he seems to be doing, then he loses and gasses out. Todd Duffee versus Jeff Hughes. I'm liking... Todd Duffee has been... apparently, there was signs and videos of him talking with Chuck Congo backstage before the fight about... Hey man, do you know how I can get out of this and not have to fight and still get my show money? I'm just wondering, man. Yeah, there's like backstage footage of him talking to Chuck Congo, apparently. I don't know. It would make sense though, because he literally didn't get hit in the eye. And he was... he's the first guy that I've seen look at someone and go, my eye, I can't see anything. I can't see anything. I'm seeing double out of my eyes right now. I'm seeing double. There was none of this. Yeah, I just can't see it. Like when you get shampoo in your eye. Yeah, sorry, I was seeing double. There was none of that. It was literally like, yeah, I'm seeing double. Yeah, I can't fight. Yeah, we're going to stop the fight then. Yeah, bring the doctor in. Yeah, let's have a little look. Doctor comes along. Okay, yeah, can't see. Yeah, just can't see a thing. Yeah, I'm looking right at you in your eyes perfectly, but I can't see a thing. The doctor didn't even hold up fingers. You know what I'm saying? The doctor didn't even hold up fingers. I'm seeing double. What's the first thing the doctor should do? How many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers am I holding up? Get the fuck out of the UFC, you lying little cunt. Jeff Hughes was going to KO him in the first. I got that one wrong as well, as you can tell by my anger. Todd Duffee's a little bitch, and I'm no longer a fan of his. If he had come in and starched Jeff Hughes like he looked like he was going to, I would have been a bit more respectful. Jeff Hughes got a cracking chin on him. Good fight. Jeff Hughes, I think, would have won in the second because he'd have a bit more cardio, and Todd Duffee looked like he was slowing down rapidly. But yeah. What a shambles. What an absolute fucking shambles that was. I can't... like, that is just... I watched the replay over and over again. It didn't look like anything hit him in the eye significantly. Maybe a grazing shot in the eye. Not enough to call off a fucking fight, though, you know? That wasn't like Cerrone Ferguson, man. Like, that's when you call off a fight because of an eye injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. I guess we found out why Todd Duffee was back. Make a little bit of money and get out of there with no damage. He got tagged a couple times as well, and that chin got tested. Glass chin Duffee. Either way, Glover Teixeira versus Nikita Krylov could have gone either way. It went to Glover Teixeira. Rightfully so, I think. I rewatched it this morning. At the time, I was saying Krylov, but then I rewatched and I was like, nah, Teixeira definitely won it. It was a close fight. Split decision for a reason. First time Krylov's ever been to a decision. I thought he fought a good fight, but then again, another big L for light heavyweight, man. Another huge fucking loss for the light heavyweight division, man. I'm getting fucking pissed. UFC needs young talent. We can't get it. Why is a 39-year-old beating the shit out of you? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Fix up, light heavyweights, man. Fix up. Light heavyweights, you need to fucking sort your shit out, man. Because although he's a veteran and he knows these little tricks and stuff like that, he's 39 years old. He shouldn't be holding a candle to you. You should be ragdolling him. You're the bigger guy, Krylov. You used to be a heavyweight. You knocked out Walt Harris. You know what I'm saying? Who's recently gone on a spree at heavyweight. You're coming down now. You're the bigger guy. You're rangier. You're more in shape. You've got better cardio. Or do you? How is a 39-year-old out training you? It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Krylov lost. Good job, Teixeira. I picked Krylov. That's another big L. And then I picked Cerrone for the main event. Good fight. Cerrone was doing good. I thought it was well on the way to a Cerrone victory. I saw this fight as in either Gaethje's going to tag him in the first and get him out of there, or Cerrone's going to get him in the third or fourth. And for me, I had to see, Gaethje's going to break him in the first. Like, Gaethje's going to pour it on him like RDA did, crack him with shots, smother him against the cage, beat the shit out of him. And if Donald Cerrone can survive the first, then he can capitalise on a bit more of a worn-out Gaethje in the second round. And it looked like it was going that way because Cerrone was holding his own. He's a lot better in the first round now than people give him credit for. Left his chin open. Gaethje caught him with a check hook. Beautifully placed. Gaethje versus McGregor is next. Just saw the ESPN interview with Gaethje. McGregor, as I said in my reaction to the fight, you can check that out on my channel. I said McGregor's going to be replying with a tweet tonight. Don't know what it's going to be. He's going to reply though. Like, that's a reply-worthy tweet. No, McGregor doesn't want someone to go like Frankie Edgar. Hey, yeah, sure, Mr. McGregor. Anything you want, bro. Do you want me to suck your dick? Okay, cool, I'll do that as well. I was going to go to bantamweight, Mr. McGregor, but I can come up and we can fight any weight you want. Please, please, please. Please let me fight you, Mr. McGregor. I was going to go to bantamweight. No, I can go to lightweight for you. Let's go to welterweight, Mr. McGregor. No one wants to hear that shit. That's not how you promote a fight. McGregor talks to Gaethje. They've had a bit of shit talk online before this fight. McGregor's name get brought up. Gaethje goes, nah, he's retired. I'm into real fighters. That is the perfect line because McGregor at that time was watching it closely like, what are they going to say? And I guarantee you he put his fist through his screen. I guarantee you he put his fist through his screen. I guarantee you. He threw a tantrum. D and his son were probably like, oh shit, like what's going on? He's putting his hand through walls. He went out and found himself an old man. Anything he could to release that tension. And yeah, it was a good fight. A good fight, and I think the McGregor versus Gaethje is next. Because when they talked about him backstage, Gaethje said if he wants to fight, we can fight at the start of next year. So that's good. I like it. My voice has got really low for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. I don't know what just happened to me, but my voice has just dropped rapidly. I need to pick up the pace again, and see you later. Thanks for watching. It was a good card. Good fights. The early fights were a bit... But then, as it went on, the fights got a little bit more entertaining. I don't know who I give Fight of the Night to. I probably don't give it to Mikhail Pereira. Maybe I do, because he did seem to get a bonus. So maybe that goes to him. Yeah, good fights. Maybe I give the performance bonuses to Gaethje, of course. And then probably, I don't know, Augusto Sakai. He gets a performance bonus. Maybe Misha Serkinov. One of those guys. Who knows? Click that button there. Goodbye.